Hello, testing. Hello, hello. I think my captions are working. Let me type a message real quick. I am just getting a little bit set up. The music is cute. I haven't listened to a ton of it. I am excited to see what it sounds like in game because I usually listen to I usually listen to my own stuff when I'm playing games. Like, I watch streams. So you can see I've played a fair bit. The day 22 was from the demo and day 95 was from the full release. But I am going to start a new game. I don't think your captions are working. There should be a little closed captions button on the Twitch video. Excellent. I don't know. They do have them off by default, I guess, because not everybody has captions. So that makes sense, but it's a little bit annoying when you do have captions. I'm gonna hop in on a new game. I've played a fair bit of the Celestial Witch. I haven't played the Chaos Witch yet. But I am planning on doing the Culinary Witch because I've played just like maybe 10 minutes of the Culinary Witch, and I don't know if I'm up for the difficulty of the Chaos Witch because the Chaos Witch can't attack enemies with minions, and I think that would get very difficult very fast. So I'm gonna go for Culinary Witch, and I'm gonna go with default settings, I think. And I'm going to go ahead and start. There is an option for peaceful mode, where there aren't any enemies, but I'm not entirely sure how you like finish a run in peaceful mode. It might be more of a sandbox. I hope my sound settings are okay, like the sound balance. Cooking is boring. A lack of innovation within the culinary witches of the Fourth has turned the art of cooking into a mundane chore. That changed when you received a shipment of strange new fruits from the Ninth Realm. The sudden lifting of the Ninth's haze has revealed a buffet of untapped flavor possibilities waiting for you to taste them. Sound settings are perfect. Excellent. Establish a foothold in the Ninth. Experiment with new ingredients and discover meals to magically boost your villages, and your familiars. Defend against the evil of the Ninth and, if need be, serve its source a delicious helping of death. Alright, so you start with a card pack, which gives you your witch, your first explorer, and a beacon. So we want to put our witch on explore, and I will speed things up a little bit and zoom out a little bit. So basically the gameplay loop is you use star drop coins to buy explore cards, and you explore to get more cards, and use those cards to do various things, starting with well, one of the things that you want to start with is a village, which you need a land card for. I will sell my crystals to get another explorer because I have a crystal deposit. The regents or reagents and the silver sage you can use for other things. Crystals are sort of the basic building block. The witching hour is upon us. The darkness is silent this night. Day 2. So, it passes in days. Here's a home for a coven of witches. So we can create our first village. So time passes in days. Each night, various things have a chance of happening. Well, they don't have a chance of happening. Various things happen at night. That's sort of the basic reset. Villages have buildings that can be slotted into them, and buildings you get through spells. For example, I just used a spell to create an alchemist, which gives me potions, which I use to learn new spells. But the early game is pretty slow. Darkness is silent. So the only reason why the darkness would not be silent is if there was an enemy. And if there's an enemy, when night happens, then that enemy will attack you and take some of your health. The music is pretty chill and nice. I have a tendency to pause a fair bit. First potion. We can use that to get a spell. We can get the mana extractor, which gives us mana from crystals. We have encountered our first enemy. So we interact with it like we interact with most cards, which is by putting our witch on it. And the witch will attack and destroy the voidling, but it will take some of our health. What we can do to get our health back is use Healing Touch, which is a spell that does not create a building. It just restores health to the witch who casts it. Can make a mana extractor now. A letter arrives from your home realm. Message. Letter from the 4th. Chef, how is the 9th realm treating you? Better question, how's the food? I bet you've already gathered countless new ingredients and cooked meals I could never even dream of. Yes, I'm jealous, okay? Oh yeah, and make sure you defeat the void or whatever it is the council wants. Just tack that at the end of your grocery list. You got cooking to do. So I can actually sell the letter, which is handy. I can make a mana extractor. I can sell the void salts because I am not going to be able to use them for a little while. And if we open our spellbook, we can see that we've got a little bit more spells than... Oops. I didn't need that. another potion, which means we can get another spell. Another 2 potions. So, Crystal Quarry is a pretty good card to get, or a pretty good spell to get early, because it provides a slow but constant source of crystals. Population growth is nice because it makes your villages able to hold more slots, more buildings. And an herbalist increases your supply of silver sage. You need a silver sage to get it started, but once you have one, it constantly produces more. I think I may go with population growth first, so I can have the space to put in a crystal quarry. I can also get a second spell and get the crystal quarry spell. I have another explore card I can use. So this mana extractor won't do anything unless it is slotted into a village and given crystals to make work. Oops, Voidling, we need to take care of that before night falls so we don't take damage. I think I can keep selling the void salts. Ninth honey, a cooking ingredient. You haven't seen any bees in the night. And we got another land card, the Barrens. I'll put that over here. I'll sell a couple of reagents, though we do want some. In part because we want to be able to cast Healing Touch, because we're down to 2 health now. And this is a roguelike, in that if you run out of health, your run is over. A quest arrives from the Council of Fates. Summon a familiar and be rewarded. So for that, we need to look in our spell book for summon familiar. We need mana, reagents. So we have the reagents. Unfortunately, we've run into another voidling, which is not great. So we're gonna need mana, which we need 3 crystals for. I'll put the mana extractor in. I'm going to sell this potion for right now so we can get more explore cards. Because we want to do these quests. Because these quests are what give us moondrops, which is a very important resource. So we really need to heal. I'm really hoping I don't run into another... Oh, here's 2 silver sage and a reagents. So I can actually heal up now. Excellent. Good timing. I can take the mana extractor out for now and put the alchemist back in. The music is pretty nice. I healed up 2, and now I can summon a familiar. The witching hour is upon us. Another quest arrives. Cast a spell that creates a building and be rewarded. I will get a new spell. I will get a training camp, which we need crystal and void salts for. Maybe I should get a market instead so I can actually build that. Or herbalist. But we want to be able to train the familiar. These 2 buildings, the market and the training camp, both change the familiar from a base familiar into a more complex familiar. But we could just get an herbalist. Okay. We don't need another mana extractor, so we summoned a familiar. Let's zoom in on this little guy. He's very cute. He's a little bat guy. So we finished the Summon the Familiar quest, which means we get some rewards, including 2 Star Drop coins, which is very helpful. So now what our familiar can do, you get to name them. The familiars? Oh yeah, I think so. Shift-click, enter familiar name. Do you have a name suggestion? No. I'm thinking of some Discworld vampires for bats. Maybe Otto. Otto seems like he could be a familiar. Oops, my caps lock was on. So now our familiar has a name. So we are going to want to train Otto in something. Probably the most thematically appropriate familiar training for Otto might be... Sorry, I'm opening a bottle of water so I can take a sip. There's Warrior that I don't think is fitting. There is Merchant. Warrior and Merchant are the ones that are available kind of most quickly. And then there is also Envoy and Apprentice. And I think one other that was added a little bit after. It makes a little sound when I pick it up. Oh, that's delightful. Population growth I'm gonna want to use, but I do need a reagent. I'll sell a potion. Just so we are able to use Otto, I might turn Otto into a merchant when I unlock that spell. Recipe, diamond pie. We're gonna want a cauldron, which is the special ability of the Culinary Witch. Well, special card of the Culinary Witch. The cauldron allows you to cook meals. Ooh, excuse me. So we've got these ingredients over here, and once we have a cauldron, we'll be able to combine the ingredients. Ooh, we found a mana in the ruins. That's handy. I really do need some more reagents, though. Ooh, a potion. I can actually unlock another spell now. Just realized this gets a lot to organize at some point. Yes. And, especially when you've got a bunch of different familiars going, it can get a little hectic. You do get eventually some auto-sorting options, but they come a little... They could come a little earlier, I think. I will grab the market spell. I still need to cast something that creates a building. Crystal 3 and Star Drop coin. Darkness is silent. A quest arrives. Defeat an enemy and be rewarded. We might be able to get the... No, let's finish this quest first. Let's make the market. This mana can go over here because I will need it to train Otto. Defeat an enemy. I'm gonna have to sell some stuff, I think. I'm close to getting another potion, actually. I'll be able to sell a potion. And I'll get some coins from the Fated quest. Alright, another Moondrop. And some Stardrop coins. Okay, so the market is used to combine a familiar and a mana to create a merchant. Merchants may trade with foreign cities. So what you'll find eventually is fairy cities. And fairy cities will buy stuff from you, and they will also, like, give stuff to you. So now Otto is a little merchant. Has a little Stardrop coin and a little different hat. And slightly more health, too, which is helpful. We want to slot that alchemist back in there, though. Silver Sage we're going to want to hang on to so we can start making more with the herbalist. We also really want to make this cauldron. Oh, here's an enemy. I will take it out myself so I can heal up 2 and be healed back to 4 by healing up 2. I actually have 3 Moondrops now, which means I can create a beacon. And what the beacon does, it allows us to make a new village. Yeah. So we started with 1 beacon, but to get other beacons, we need to create them via Moondrops. And the Moondrops you can only get from council rewards, pretty much. Crystal 3 and Witch for the cauldron. Void salts we're going to hang on to so we can get a training camp. I think... So we have a couple of options also for what sort of village we want to make next. We have barrens, a mountain, and a meadow. Barrens... I can't remember what bonus it gets. You see that the forest gets potion production speed, mountain gets crystal production speed, and meadow gets silver sage production speed. We can also get a new spell. I'm going to get the training camp, which is the last of the first set of spells before I get the first waypoint. Training camp needs 3 crystals and void salts. We have a void salt. Oh, there's some Stardrop coins over here. Let's use those. Summoning a beacon, and we got a cauldron. Bring 2 unique ingredients and a witch here to cook a meal. We actually have a recipe. Cauldron, gem fruit, and veggie fish creates a diamond pie. So we can make that. I believe what the diamond pie does is sells for a lot. The darkness is silent. A new quest arrives. Bring reagents. Ooh, that's a little bit difficult. Reagents get easier to make. Reagents get, like, really easy to obtain much later in the game, but they're kind of a sticking point early on. Yep, so we got the diamond pie. Sells for a high price. So we got a bunch of Stardrops, so we can get 2 explorers, which is helpful. We don't need the cauldron spell. We don't need the market spell. We have a beacon now. We can sell the meadow. We can sell the mountain. We also got a bog. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff happening. We found a fairy city. Merchants placed here produce rock glims. Silver Sage cards may be sold here. Strangers to the ninth, like you. So these are very cool. So we have a merchant, so we can put him on the fairy city and produce rock glims, which are essentially just a somewhat valuable resource. Valuable in that it sells for Stardrop coins. Hi, Cram. You want to come up? Here she comes. So we can actually place Otto in the fairy city and our character in the crystal deposit. So we can grab some crystals real quick. We got 2 potions. I want to make the training camp and the herbalist. I should make the herbalist first. So because this fairy city... Yes, kitten, she is climbing all over my lap. I don't know if you heard her little sound when she jumped up. Or her little sound when she jumped back down. She's investigating now. So we can... It's so gentle, so wonderful. She's a good baby. We have 2 potions, which means we can get the first waypoint. Waypoints upgrades explore cards and unlocks the next tier of spells. But you do need moondrops. We might not be able to do this quest. So for right now, what we want to do with the rock glims is probably sell them. A popular trade good in the ninth valued by certain cities. We've got a couple of explore cards now. And we've got a beacon, actually. So I think I was starting to say this earlier, because we can sell Silver Sage, I think I am going to get a meadow village. Because that will allow us to put our new herbalist in there and get more Silver Sage. What do you do with a question you can't do if it would be too hard at the moment? Oh, a quest. Basically what happens is that the time on the quest will run out and you just won't get the rewards for that. So it's not especially punishing. Later on it does get slightly more punishing with not being able to do stuff. There is a certain... Ooh, the moon is full. The council offers a boon for a price. So bring Stardrop coin times 20 here as a tribute to the Council of Fates and be rewarded. So we are going to want to create some more diamond pies, it looks like. We can also put the... Where did the herbalist go? Here it is. We can put the herbalist here and do our meadow village over here and put our lands back together up here. So auto we might want to have exploring rather than trading right now so we can get other stuff. Ooh, a Silver Sage. So we can actually drop the Silver Sage on the city over here, and it'll give us 2 coins instead of 1 coin for the Silver Sage. The golden quests are pretty worth doing. They are more difficult, but they give you a pretty valuable reward. Mountain and bog. I think we have a mountain and bog already, yes. Yeah, so that quest just disappeared because we weren't able to do it in time. A letter arrives from your home realm. Moondrop. Chef, the kitchen's been quiet since you left on your expedition. Usually not a day goes by that the Bastion witches aren't complaining about some minor void incursion, but not a peep. Same for the fairies. Seems like they've also taken an interest in the ninth. Can't blame them. The ingredients you're finding there are the most excitement the realms have seen in an age. Excuse me. Hope the void aren't giving you too much trouble. If they do, just serve them up some pain, just like old times. We've got a decent amount of crystals. We can probably actually make the training camp now. We might want to make a second herbalist, too. And do population growth if we can find a reagent. Training camp. We can get some new spells. Familiar home, storage chest, or Capri pen. I am going to get the storage chest spell. The storage chest stores up to 60 of a single kind of resource card. They're a little bit expensive in crystals, but they are definitely worth it. Let's put some silver sage over there to sell. We need 7 more coins for this quest. We may want to use some of those coins to get more explores, though, so we're not just sitting around twiddling thumbs. A forest, we can sell that. Gem fruit and ninth honey. Crystal deposit. Another explore. Witching hour. Darkness is silent. Quest arrives. Bring crystal times 2. That is easy peasy. 10 crystal. 10 star drop points, I meant. We should get the first waypoint soon. Moondrop and mana. Another moondrop to do population growth, potentially. Ooh, a voidling. Let's take that out with auto, I think, because we're getting a little low on health. We really need more reagents. Void salts. I can move another silver sage over here. Mana. First waypoint. What does the waypoint do? The waypoint upgrades your explore cards. So basically what that means... Here it is. So basically what that means is your explorer cards become more expensive, but they can reveal more things. There are more options for what the explorer cards can hold once you have the waypoint slotted into a village. I'll get another spell. Terrain Recycler. Oh, there we go. So the Terrain Recycler takes land cards and turns them into reagents. Embassy turns familiars into envoys, and the Soul Trainer returns a familiar to the base familiar form. We are definitely going to get the Terrain Recycler. We aren't getting a ton of land cards yet, but we really want to be able to get more reagents. We might want to use... We might want to use some more coins to get some more explore cards too. Quest arrived. Use a merchant to trade with a fairy city. Okay, that's pretty easy. Star drop coin 19. So we have plenty of Silver Sage to sell. We can take out the mana extractor also and put the alchemist back in. Terrain Recycler. Combine with any 2 land cards to produce reagents. An efficient way of finding reagents, but leaves the land unsuitable for witches for some time. We might want to use some of the cards to get another explore card, just so we're not sitting around twiddling thumbs. Here's a land card that we have. Rotglim we can sell. Some more Stardrop coins. This is 18. This is 20. There we go. That's the golden quest finished. Or, well, almost. There it is. So what they give us is a Fated Familiar, which you will see in a minute, as soon as it summons. Here they are. The Fated Familiars are all these, like, big cats. Handpicked by the Council itself, this elite familiar is one of the Council's many tools used to correct the direction of fate. We can name this familiar also. There are definitely Mewtwo vibes. I'm going to name you Mewtwo. Alright, we have our 2 familiars, Mewtwo and Otto. So, Mewtwo is going to come very much in handy tonight, because what you can see down here at the bottom is that it is going to be a new moon. And when it's a new moon, the void is active. And we have to be a little scared. I'll sell a Silver Sage so I can get another Explore card. We have all but 1 Moondrop. We could get another city. Plains, Bog, Barrens, Mountains. Probably it would be best to get a mountain. Let's drop down a beacon spell, actually. And put the mountain over there. Do I need to heal? I do need to heal. Unfortunately, I have no reagents. And I need that for Healing Touch. I could slot in the Terrain Recycler. There we go. I could slot in the Terrain Recycler and pop in one of these other ones. The Barrens, the Bog, or the Plains we could sacrifice. in exchange for a heal. I will sacrifice the barons, I think. Plains, in your opinion? I can't actually remember what the barons, the bog, and the plains do. Like, I can't remember what bonus they give. I think... I think plains is okay to get rid of. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to quite heal before the witching hour is upon us. The darkness is silent, but the moon is new. The void moves against you. So we get this void rift coming in. We'll put that over there. So that's gonna trigger in 30 seconds. So we'll get a reagent in less time than that. Oh, we got a reagent here, actually. Excellent. So the other thing about healing touch is that it only heals our witch. We can't heal familiars yet. So we're gonna want Mewtwo to tank most of the damage because Mewtwo has 8 health compared to... Pausing is built into the game, yes. Yeah, the fated familiars are extremely powerful. They're a pretty good reward for what you have to do to get them. I have another reagent now. And I can get another spell. I can get a familiar home. Crystal times 5. So we're gonna need... Oh, the Void Rift popped off. So now we have some Voidlings over here. We're gonna take care of it with Mewtwo. If the familiar home doesn't heal the familiar, then I'm gonna eat the card. It doesn't heal the familiar, it just gives you more space for familiars. So here's the familiar home. Increases your familiar cap by 2, must be slotted into a village. Okay, we've taken care of the Voidlings. So Mewtwo is a little lower on health now. We're gonna want to slot the first waypoint in somewhere so we can get better explore cards. I need one more Moondrop for another village. I'll take this Herbalist out for a second and put the first waypoint in there. So now Explore has a star. So it may contain any of these things. 2 mystery things, Baron's Bog, Capri, which is like a goat type thing. Crystal Deposit, Forest, Meadow Mountain, Plains, Reagents, Ruin, Silver Sage, Spell Page, which is new, and Voidling. So we can get a new Explore card and take care of that. Unfortunately, we can only get better Explore cards as long as the first waypoint is slotted into a village. Here's a Spell Page, useful for spell research. So that's gonna be helpful a little later on. We got a Capri. These natural inhabitants of the ninth are 50% goat, 50% fish, 100% cutie. Here's the friend. So one of the things that we can get is a pen for them, and they will produce horns. I might sell a potion to get another Explorer card. Spell page. Ooh, a new ingredient, a shield nut. So you can see that our workspace is getting a little bit messy and full. Oh, we got a mana from the ruins. That's nice. I could summon another familiar once I have somewhere to slot in the familiar home. We're finally gonna get another quest, which will give us a moon drop, which will let us get a new village. Defeat an enemy and be rewarded. Okay. Here's a potion. I will sell a potion so we can explore. Here's an enemy, a little voidling, and we got another moon drop. Mewtwo is getting a little bit lower on health than I would like. Reagents. I think I need... Can I just combine some random stuff in the cauldron and see if it works? Shield nut and honey? Nope. Gem fruit and shield nut? No. Gem fruit and honey. That's something. Honey treat restores 2 health to a witch or familiar. Excellent. I had forgotten about that. I played like 10 minutes of this character. So we can heal Mewtwo. I think Mewtwo is down to half health. So yeah, Mewtwo will need 2 honey treats to be back up to full. There you go, Mewtwo. Otto needs some as well. And I can make a mountain village. I will want a crystal quarry also. Do I have enough star drop points? I do. Darkness is silent. The trader arrives. Right in the middle of my stuff. So the trader is a guy who will sell you stuff, pretty much. Mana, silver sage, capri, and reagents. So reagents might be kind of nice to buy, but I think we mostly want to save our money. We can stick... Where did the familiar home go? Here it is. We can put the familiar home in there. So we can summon another familiar. And then we'll also put the crystal quarry in there. Got another Barons, I can sell that. Got another reagents. Ooh, a new food. Inky mushroom. The ink from these mushrooms leaves a permanent stain, making it a favorite among archivists, vengeful lovers, and toddlers. That's delightful. Maybe shield nut and inky mushroom? Nope. Inky mushroom and honey. That's something. Crystal quarry can go up there. A crystal deposit. Gonna put some more silver sage over here. Friendly soup. Increasing village resource production for a limited time. Must be slotted into a village. Only one friendly soup may be active per village. Interesting. I could take out the familiar home for a minute and put in the friendly soup and increase its 31 seconds. I guess it's going faster now. I will leave that there, and I will summon another familiar once the friendly soup is out. And I will get another spell. I will get a priest pen. Crystal times 4. Have that. So we can give one of these goatfishes a little home. Did that just pop out 2 gems? Or 2 crystals? I think it just popped out 2 crystals. Interesting. So it's not faster, it's more. Casts a spell that creates a building and be rewarded. I just did that. Oh, that's a little frustrating. I could make another crystal quarry. Need 4 crystals for that. Will the shield nut and the gem fruit make anything? No, I already tested that. I have enough for another explore, though. And I have enough for another spell. Sorcerer's School. Sorcerer's School trains familiars into apprentices who are able to cast spells. And Embassy. An embassy trains familiars into envoys who are able to improve relationships with fairy cities. I'm gonna get the Embassy. Crystal 4 and which one? So, if I can get some more crystals, I can make the Embassy. Another Capri. Crystal deposit. Ooh. We have found our first enemy fairy city. It will create enemies until befriended with an envoy or destroyed by a warrior. So we're gonna want to take out the fairy fighter, I think. Which will give us some bones. Which will be helpful much later on. And let's try and get an envoy. We'll get the embassy. And we have a moondrop, so we can cast the population growth spell. We can get another explore. Mountain. We don't need mountain. Well, we should probably put those on the terrain recycler rather than selling them. Population growth. Question is, where should we put that? Maybe in the Meadow Village. What else was I gonna make? I was gonna make another crystal quarry, I think. Though we are gonna want to put other stuff in the mountain range. There we go. We've got some more space in the Meadow Village. I want to put another herbalist in there, but I might put the Capri there for right now. So now we have a home for our little goatfish. The moon is full. So we've got another golden quest. We can get another faded familiar. I'm gonna sell these other 2 Capri, I think. I'm sorry, little buddies. I do need the money, though. I'm gonna have Mewtwo take out this fairy fighter because I think it will attack us at the end of the day if I don't. But I don't have a warrior, so I can't attack the fairy city directly. The friendly soup is almost up. We got a bunch of crystals. What are we doing right now? Silver Sage, I'll put that like there. There's an explorer here. I'll sell a void salt and get another explorer. Ooh, a voidling. I will... Should I use Auto to take that out? I'll use Auto to take that out, and then Auto can heal up 2 next time Auto gets the chance to. More shield nuts. Oh, armored smoothie, shield nut, and veggie fish. Haven't been getting any veggie fish, though. Some reagents. That's nice. This is open again. Let's get another familiar. We are going to want to get some more mana. There we go. Summoning familiar. Capri horn. Here's a mana. We'll put that on the embassy. We'll put some of these silver sages over here. We have a new familiar. Darkness is silent. Quest arrives. Capri horn 2. We got 90 seconds to another Capri horn. This familiar is going to go with the embassy and become an envoy. Alright, here's our envoy. A familiar able to improve relations with fairy cities. Defeated enemy fairy units are instead befriended. Interesting. Dealings with the fairies are often unpredictable. This familiar's job is to increase the chance of a favorable outcome. For the envoy? Margot for the envoy? That's pretty good. Can I type? That's cute. Okay, let's see. What am I doing? I can get another spell. Fairy Bribe. A fairy bribe convinces a fairy city to leave. City must not be hostile. Interesting. That sounds like it might be helpful. Admittedly, the city has to not be hostile, so we can't, like, get rid of this city or something like that. But I guess that is good for, like, clearing up space later on, particularly. Training camp, embassy, and market can all be sort of in the same place there. I'd love to get some more population growth. I will be able to in a minute, as soon as this Capricorn is done. There we go. Population growth. We'll take the crystal quarry out for a second so we can increase the slots in the mountain village. Void salts, I'm not sure where those came from. Population growth. We want more star drop coins so we can get the golden quest. Quest. Summon a familiar and be rewarded. So what happens if Margot fights the fairy fighter? A fairy fighter, a befriended fairy, a being of darkened light, has taken a liking to you. So that's a familiar with 1 health. Okay. I'm not sure I want to keep the fairy fighter. She should seduce the fighter, I guess. Yeah, pretty much. This is my... I can use it on an enemy, and then it would be destroyed. I'm not sure if there's another way to, like, dismiss familiars just besides that. Okay, the fairy city is friendly to us now, so it'll stop producing enemies. Bone cards may be sold here. I think if I sell bone cards here, I'll get 4 star drop coins rather than 2 for the bones, which is pretty alright. Oh, this is open now. I can put a crystal quarry back in. What else should I put in? Maybe the Capri pen, so it's... so this can do more Silver Sage. I need some explore cards is the problem. Mountain, I can put on the terrain extender. Not terrain extender, terrain... you know what I mean. I'll sell 2 bones, but we want to keep some bones. I don't know if we're going to be able to summon another familiar before this quest is up. Because of the fairy fighter. At least now we know that happens. New quest, bring crystal 2. No problem. That means I can get another population growth. Recipe, honey treat, gem fruit, and night honey. We're gonna want that to heal Otto. I'll put this population growth in the forest village, so we have 3 slots in all of our villages. Okay. We could put Margot back on here. Honey treat for Otto. Alchemist back in the village. We got a lot of crystals. Could maybe sell some crystals or use them to actually create a storage chest. Or 2. That's a good idea. Otto is healed. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do the familiar quest because just because we don't have space. It is about to be a new moon, though, which means that we can get rid of the fairy fighter. Moon is new, the void moves against you. Void Rift. Put that over there. 18 starter coins. I could get a spell. Soul Trainer, maybe. Sorcerer's School or Soul Trainer. I'll get Soul Trainer. I don't need to really make one, though. I'll sell a potion. And I will have the 20 star drop points. This storage chest can be for Silver Sage. These crystals should be going in the crystal chest, or the storage chest. We got some stronger void beasts. We've got a void spike, a void beast, and a void icicle. A void spike has higher attack, but 1 health, so we'll use the fairy fighter on that one. A void beast, unfortunately, has 3 health, which will need 2 hits from Mewtwo to take out. And void icicle freezes attackers. I'm not entirely sure how to take out the void icicle. So we have a gravestone, a corpse for the fairy fighter now. We'll put that up in the corner, which means we can summon another faded familiar. I do have full health, but I don't want to get frozen. Being frozen means I can't do anything until the next day. And it also has 3 health, which is more than... I might throw Mewtwo at it and then the new Faded Familiar. Mewtwo really needs to heal is the problem. So Mewtwo is frozen now. I can put something else in the forest village. Maybe the mana extractor. And this Faded Familiar can finish off the Void Icicle. Frost Crystal. Combine with a familiar to create a Frost Weaver. What? So I don't think the Faded Familiars can do that. I think it has to be a base familiar. I may just have to, like, wait for a minute. I could sell some Capri Horns, actually. Reagents. Nice. Darkness is silent. A new quest. Use a merchant to trade with a fairy city. Otto, get in there. Oh, we found another fairy city. Merchants placed here produce Flora gems. Lightning gem cards may be sold here. Nobody wants to buy rock gems or glims. They're gems, pretty much. There's a voidling. I can take it out myself. There we go. Did the shield nut and gem fruit do anything? I don't think so. No. Okay. Can put more silver sage away. And I can get another spell, the Sorcerer's School. I think once we have the Sorcerer's... Like, now that we have the Sorcerer's School, we may be able to get a second waypoint. Though, it may be a little bit dangerous to get a second waypoint. I feel like we are moving slightly faster than intended. And, like, that is why that new moon was particularly threatening, for example. Witching Hour. Quest. Capri Horns. I can do that. I want to put Margot on there. I want to sell the rock glims. I'll put Otto here. Moon drop. Population growth. There we go. Another population growth, perhaps. Here's the Flora Glim. It's kind of neat. Take the Capri pen out for a second to put in population growth. I can put the Capri pen here, actually. Bring reagents ×2. I can do that. I can make more mana. I might want to make another familiar home. Maybe I should try working towards another town, actually. Okay, this city is max, like, friendship with us now, which means that Silver Sage cards will sell for more. Value of the city's favored resources doubled. We got some more reagents. I can buy some explore cards. I can get another spell. Healing Wave restores 1 health to all familiars. Temple of Rites is used to perform rites. And Fireball creates a fireball that can be used to deal 3 damage. I want Fireball. Well, I also want Healing Wave. If I take Fireball, I'll have yet less need for Healing Wave. Darkness is silent. The council offers a boon. Bring Stardrop coin times 20 and be rewarded with a wonder. So a wonder is a card that you have to build. But it has very good effects. For example, in my main run, I got a wonder that made it so that every time you made a potion, it made a reagent. Which was very helpful. Getting a whole bunch of shield nuts. I don't think I can combine 2 of the same thing. No, it doesn't look like it. Stardrop coin 16. I can sell some Flora gems. Is this 20 now? Yes. There we go. Okay. Void Lantern empowers void rifts caused by the new moon to be twice as strong. All enemies drop twice as many cards. I don't think I can handle that. Recursive armor. Recursive armor increases the armor cap to double the witch or familiar's max health. I don't... You build it kind of like a building. Yeah. I think the first stage requires 5 crystals generally, and then the second stage requires 5 of a higher tier item. Mausoleum grants familiar corpses a small chance to resurrect during the witching hour. We don't really have enough familiar homes for that. Grandmaster Alchemist creates a reagent anytime a potion is created. I think we're just going to go with Grandmaster Alchemist. Okay, Wonder Foundation. Wonders are built in stages. Crystal times 5. Oh, we need a name for this second Fated Familiar, actually. It's just been running around as Fated Familiar. You can be Mew, actually. Yeah, same page. Fireball. Mana 2, reagents 1, spell page 1. I think this is more expensive to make than it was on launch. The trader arrives, pushing everything out of the way. Spell page, that might be helpful. Silver Sage, Bone, Void Salts. I think the most interesting thing there is spell pages. How much do they cost? 4. Yeah, okay. Now we have some spell pages. Because the spell pages are an important component of spells. Mana 2, reagents 1, spell page 1. This is so much Silver Sage. Mana 5. Ooh. Okay. I do want to make a fireball spell, though. Hi, Cram. This fairy city is friendly with us now. I may swap out. Fireball deals 3 damage, a hands-off approach to setting your enemies on fire. Very handy. Okay, here's another mana. Can get some more explore cards. Mana. 2 more mana. Oops. I forgot that shift clicking it took out 5. I can get a spell. I can get Healing Wave. You're full health. You are pretty low health. Okay, I think it would be worth it to do a Healing Wave. Quest, defeat an enemy. Silver Sage. What does Krem think of the game? I think that she is not interested in it. She sniffed around for a minute and left. She has been, like, coming in here and rolling around on the carpet every so often, though. That's 5 mana, so we can make this. Defeat an enemy. We need explore cards. Mountain, bog, Grandmaster Alchemist. Whenever a potion is created, a reagent is created as well. Can be toggled on or off, which is very necessary. I can put some more Silver Sage over here. Witching Hour. Quest. Use a merchant to trade with a fairy city and be rewarded. Already on it. It is a new moon tonight, which scares me. Let's make another fireball or 2. Well, we don't have... Oh, there's the reagents. We have a veggie fish. I think speedy roast, night honey and veggie fish. We can make the armored smoothie. Where is the cauldron? Here's the cauldron. Veggie fish and shield nut. I think I was saying something about Krem a minute ago. I think just that she really enjoys the Yeah, she was rolling around on the floor. I got a, like a fluffy black carpet. And she's a little bit obsessed with it. I can make another beacon. What land was I gonna combine the beacon with? I don't remember. Armored Smoothie. Combine with a familiar to grant it +1 armor. Nice. I wish it was slightly more armor. Barons, I think? Yeah, Barons sounds right. Another crystal deposit. Summoning a beacon. Let's get another fireball. And maybe do another healing wave too. Fireball 2. Healing wave. Ooh. I should maybe heal up myself. I'll do that after the attack, I think. Summoning a beacon. Beacon and Barons. Beacon, Barons, Witch. We've got a lot of stuff that we could sell. I think the night's gonna roll over, yeah, before I get the, new city. The moon is new. There we go, here's the new city. Slotted familiars trained here gain +1 armor. That's right. That's what it does. Two bogs. Don't need that many bogs. Void Rift is gonna go through. Do I have anything I want to put in the Baron's village? I want to get another familiar home. Crystal times 5. Oh dear. Void slime is not great. Here's the fun thing, and by fun I mean obnoxious thing about Void Slime, is that it splits in half when defeated. And I can't remember if it splits in half once or twice. I think it only splits in half once, but this is essentially 12 enemies. Which is frustrating. And I don't have anything except for fireballs that can one-shot them. Okay, they just split in half once. Marco and Otto, you can kill the small ones. Mew and Mewtwo will take care of the bigger ones. And I should get set up for more healing waves. Otto and Margot again. White salts. Otto and Margot will need to heal. Mew can take that. Mewtwo can take that. Healing wave. Set up. 5 more Silver Sage. It's just a shame that Healing Wave is so expensive. Okay, we have taken care of all of those enemies. And we are a little bit hurt from it. But we have taken care of them. Can put a familiar home in there. I can cast one more healing wave. There we go. Okay, so Mewtwo in particular is a little bit hurt. There's a bunch of star drop coins here now. Margot doesn't really have any more envoying to do. It looks like all of the fairy cities are maxed out now. We want to put the training camp in here and train a warrior, which means we need some mana. We can get a spell. Temple of Rites. Moondrop, Bone, and Witch. I could change Margot's job. I would have to build a soul trainer and then train Margot in something else. I may just leave her as is. Create a building and be rewarded. What building should I create? Temple of Rites, I don't think is technically a building. I can't stack the recipe cards, and I don't think I can sell them either. I can't. That's a little annoying. Building. What building? I guess I could just make another familiar home because I'm gonna need more eventually. Even if I don't, slot it into a village right away. Okay, I can get some explore cards. This is becoming very messy. You can summon a new familiar. Sell the barons. Mana goes in training camp. Crystals go in chest. In chest. Familiar. Training camp. We have so many coins. We should probably get some more storage chests. Capri horn times 2. No problem. Here's our warrior. It's a cute little guy. We should give him a name. Ooh, big yawn. Let's put these coins in the chest. There we go. That's much more tidy. Not a vampire, but detritus, maybe? That's good. Oh, or I could name... Well, maybe... I don't know. I was thinking I could also name the warrior maledict. Because he's a soldier. There we go. 2 moondrops. Should I do more population growth, or should I do wait for one more and get a beacon? Not sure. Ooh. I am actually getting very tired. I think I may leave things off here. I could pick this up tomorrow, or I could go back to regular streaming schedule tomorrow. Just pause that for a second. Okay, I am gonna check who is, if anybody is online that I could raid. It doesn't look like anybody is really online, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay. I am going to finish off there, and I may do a little bit more of this tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Takroy for hanging out, and I will see you next time.